Welcome back to Chrisonomics with your host, Mr. Gray. I just want to thank you once again for tuning in. Today we are going to do a comparison video with the Jordan 1 Shadow and the Jordan 1 Shadow 1.0, since now there's a 2.0, versus the Jordan Shadow 1 2.0. So the Jordan 1 Shadow initially came out in 2018, or the last one came out in 2018, and so now we have 3 years later we have a new version. So let's go with the 2018 version first. So and mine's have a little glitter. So if you guys see that, I had to get that, it grows, it happens. I wipe it off every now and again, but I kind of get tired of wiping it off, just to be honest with you. But the black leather sometimes for Jordan 1s does that. Anyway, the Jordan 1 2.0 is what we got here. So let me grab the other guy. Bam. Let's see. Jordan 1 2018 Shadow. Jordan 1 2021 Shadow. So of course, I'm sure you can see there's a few differences. Several differences. I don't want to go over them right now here. I'd rather do these in the light box. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you which is my favorite. But I'm going to let you guys decide for your own while I'm doing the video in the light box. So guys, over to the light box we go. Alright guys, so into the light box as promised, and as you can see, we have the Jordan 1 Shadow 2.0 up front, and we have the Jordan 1 Shadow 1.0 right here. So let's start with the differences. The main differences are kind of readily apparent right there. So if we turn them both sideways, you can see the eyelets on the Shadow 1.0 are all black going down, but the eyelets on the Jordan 2.0 are all the way down, are gray or shadow. I'm gonna go with gray, but we can also say shadow. Then you can also see the toe boxes. Both toe boxes are mismatched. So the toe box on the 1.0 is gray, and the toe box on the 2.0 is clearly black. And then of course you have the opposite on the outsides. The 1.0 is black on the surrounding area around the toe, and then you have the gray on the 2.0. So the main difference between, of course, the two shoes, which I'm sure is readily apparent by now, is that 1.0 is all leather, and the 2.0 is partially leather, but I'd say it's about 60% suede. Almost kind of like the University Blues, the Jordan 1 University Blues that came out recently. The quality of the leather. So really what came down to my decision on which one I like better. Me personally, and not to knock on either shoe, both shoes are great. They're both great colorways. But in terms of colorways, I'm gonna have to say they're both good colorways. Bottom line, you can't really knock either one. But if I could only have one of these, colorway wise, I'm still gonna say the Jordan 1 that released in 2018. This guy right here is the better pick. Now let's go in terms of quality. So to me, suede is suede. When it comes to Jordans, that none are. It's either that. What do you say? Well, it's either that really, I hate to say rough suede, but that more straggly suede that may be on some shoes, or it's just the kind of smooth suede. So to me, I don't really give a value to the quality of suede on the shoe. I typically just give a value to the leather. And so if I'm going to compare the leathers on both shoes, you should be able to clearly see that if you look here around the collar, that the Jordan 1.0 actually looks just a slight bit more pebbled, but to feel them, if you actually press them, this one is a lot plusher, and maybe because this one hasn't been worn in yet, it's not as plush. But if we really want to kind of just say, hey, leather wise, who is winning here? I know we can say that, hey, well, you worn your 1.0, so that's why it looks a little bit more, has those nice little wrinkles in there. But the truth is, the leather to me on the 1.0 is much better. The 1.0 is a lot softer. um, 1.0 is the winner. I hated to give you guys a winner this close in, but the 1.0 is just a little bit more of a plusher leather to me. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with 2.0. I like it. It's mine. I'm a Jordan 1 fan, but I'm more likely going to wear this guy here a lot more than the other. So that is the verdict for me. I don't know what you decided. Either way, it's definitely a must cop. I have no idea what the resale is on these and what they're doing right now. All I know is I was fortunate enough to get exclusive access, and I did. So now that we have my decision, let's just move that to the back and have a very short conversation about this. It's just going to be the shortest. So as you can see, it has spare laces, has some gray spare laces. I can't quite remember what color spare laces came with the Jordan 1 1.0 Shadow. I'm assuming they were probably gray also, but I can't find that box. It's in this house somewhere hiding, but I cannot find it. So actually, I haven't touched my Jordan 1 University Blues in a while. I was curious if these the suede hits on this shoe are exactly the same as the Jordan 1 University Blue. I know that's sad. It just means I haven't held it as much, and it's still yet. And to be honest, I still have the Jordan 1 University Blue on ice. So anyway, let's focus back on this shoe because this is going to be pretty much the conclusion. This shoe comes out on Saturday. I'm not sure what it retails at, but I'm assuming it's typically $170. And resale, I have no idea. But if you really wanted just a rock, it's definitely a cop. Actually, I mean, and if you really think about resale, in a year to 2 years, even lower hype Jordan 1s always end up, $50 to $100 more than they originally were. So if that's something you're concerned with, if it's more of an investment for you, I still say it's a must cop. But if you just like me, you just have to have like 90% of Jordan 1s that come out, then it's just regardless, it's just a must cop. Either way, my conclusion today is this has not been beat. Not the 2018 version. Look at that. Look at that. Pressing that. Look at those nice little supple. I don't know. I'm making up words here. These supple wrinkles. It's just beautiful. So this is gonna be my favorite, but this will be my second favorite. There's always room for seconds here. So anyway, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Mr. Gray out.